Hello, and thank you for joining today's webinar. My name is Yukon Palmer, and I'm the CEO of FieldLogix. We provide a platform that we refer to as Field Resource Management. So chances are you've never heard of Field Resource Management. Essentially, it is a new platform approach that you can use to better manage your fleet vehicles by monitoring driver safety, location, and vehicle health. This saves organizations tens of thousands of dollars per year in labor, fuel, maintenance, and legal costs. You can also manage your workers by planning and optimizing routes, dispatching these optimized routes to their smartphones, and sending ETAs to waiting clients. This helps reduce fuel costs, improve on-time job arrivals, and improve customer satisfaction. Finally, Field Resource Management helps you get a better handle over the locations and activities of your equipment and gives you the ability to generate custom workflows, such as the ability of your techs to update open work orders for your equipment. This helps reduce equipment theft and improve equipment utilization and maintenance. FieldLogix can then integrate into ERP solutions to share this data with systems like Key2Act. So how do we do it? Well, we install devices on vehicles and equipment to monitor a lot of data coming from them. We also give drivers access to our mobile apps so you can communicate with them. This data is then transmitted wirelessly back and forth from our system. Finally, you would log into our websites or mobile apps to view all of the details for your field resources. These are just a few companies that we work with. We've been working with Key2Act for almost 10 years, and we've been in business since 2002. We are proud to have several of their large customers as our clients. These companies typically select FieldLogix after using another provider and went with us because of our innovative technology, user-friendliness, integration with Key2Act, and the affordability of our solution. Many of you may be familiar with GPS technology, but there appears to be an acceleration of adoption of this technology due to recent events such as civil strife and COVID. In fact, a leading market research firm predicted that the GPS tracking and telematics market is expected to grow from $19.9 billion in 2020 to $62 billion by 2025. This is a staggering 15.9 compound growth rate. This is driven by strict government regulations, stringent safety regulations, the need for vehicle diagnostics, and the demand to drive cost reductions. This illustrates how companies like yours are adopting and making the best use of this technology like never before. Our research also found the following fleet inefficiencies that companies experience when they don't use our type of technology. It costs them 1 to 2 service calls per tech per day. They lose $48,000 in sales per year. They lose money due to excessive overtime costs. They waste money on fuel, accidents, avoidable vehicle repairs, and unauthorized vehicle use. Also, these issues can damage their reputations with their current and potential customers. So the number one way that technology like ours can help you is by streamlining dispatching. So obviously, our system tracks the current and past activities of your fleet vehicles and displays them nicely on a user-friendly Google map on our website and in our mobile apps. And the Key2Act schedule module allows you to schedule your jobs in a Gantt chart. With our integration, we combine these two things by automatically populating your text locations on the schedule map as they drive throughout the day. As you know, your dispatcher's jobs can often be hectic, and this helps them make better job assignment decisions since everything is in one place and easier to figure out. In fact, Chris Weeks, one of our Key2Act customers, said that FieldLogix allows him to seamlessly manage 70 drivers and their routes across multiple states. So the number two way that technology like ours can help you is by reducing fuel costs. The U.S. Department of Energy says that the U.S. wastes 6 billion gallons of fuel annually by idling, which costs over $6 billion per year and sends 30 million tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. As you know, this is extremely wasteful, bad for the environment, and bad for your company's bottom line. So we help you curb unnecessary idling in several ways. First, we provide you with a fuel efficiency scorecard, which ranks your bottom and top performers in terms of excessive idling and speeding. This gives you an idea of how much money these wasteful habits cost you on a per driver basis. We also provide several reports that display details for each idling event, as well as idling trends. The great thing about trends is that you can compare individual drivers to the fleet average to get a sense of how everyone stacks up to the normal behaviors within your fleet. In fact, one of our clients, Eric Guy of RLH Fire Protection, used our idling trends report to demonstrate the impact of his efforts to curb excessive idling. To further help curb fuel costs, we integrate with many of the leading fuel card providers to notify you of any incidents of potential fuel fraud. We will show you times when the fuel card was used at a location where the vehicle wasn't physically present. We will also show you times where more fuel was used than the vehicle's tank has the capacity to handle. This would be indicative of an employee filling a gas can after filling a vehicle. The third way that our technology helps is by improving driver safety. Many insurance companies recognize the safety benefits of our technology, and in fact, they often reduce insurance premiums by 10% to 15% when you're using a fleet management system. One of the most helpful tools we provide is a driver scorecard. What this does is allow you to apply weights to each type of driver behavior, such as different types of aggressive driving events, speeding occurrences, and posted speed violations. We then rank your drivers on a scale of 1 to 100 so you can quickly determine who your top performers and bottom performers are so you can reward or coach your drivers accordingly. We even give you the ability to compare your fleet against others with benchmarks. You can compare your fleet's aggregate behaviors against others in your region or industry when it comes to things like idling, speeding, and aggressive driving. We also provide reports such as speed trends and posted speed limit violation events, so you can quickly view overall reductions in speeding events and see granular details about any speeding event when necessary. One of our Key to Act customers, Chris Weeks of RLG Builds, used these reports to help him reduce his number of fleet speeding tickets from 3 per month to a total of 6 tickets per year. Another thing that our fleets like to stay on top of is aggressive driving. In fact, AAA found that 66% of all fatal accidents are caused by aggressive drivers. So there are a few ways that we help here. One is to provide a detailed aggressive driving report. This report displays all incidents of aggressive driving, so you can proactively catch these types of issues before they become a legal liability. We also have several notification alerts that you can set up so your managers get alerts for each excessive speeding event and posted speed alerts. We can also equip your vehicles with in-cab buzzers that would alert the driver if they go over a maximum speed or drive aggressively. Another one of our Key to Act customers, Neil at Piedmont Service Group, stated that FieldLogix helped ensure that his drivers are slowing down and driving safely thanks to the alerts they get with the in-cab buzzers. The fourth way that we help is with workforce management. One of the biggest issues here is with payroll fraud. The Association of Certified Fraud Examiners says that payroll fraud is the #1 source of losses to U.S. businesses. Our tech can help in this area in several ways. First, we will record the time and location when your driver started working each day. This data is often used to verify the accuracy of timesheets that might be missing location data. We also record each time they stop their vehicles and will show you whether they were in any of your job sites. These time and location stamped records can be matched against any other job activity reports that your techs provide to verify them. We will also allow you to set up restricted areas such as your technicians' homes so you get alerts if they go home during their shift. These zones can be scheduled to turn on during their shift and off when they take their vehicles home after hours. The fifth benefit is preventing unnecessary breakdowns. According to Automotive Fleet, the average daily cost of a breakdown is $634. This is due to driver downtime due to the loss of the vehicle rental costs, and excessive emergency repair costs. To reduce the likelihood of surprise vehicle breakdowns, we help you by proactively scheduling maintenance needs throughout our system. You can create unlimited maintenance schedules to get reminders when the vehicles are approaching your mileage thresholds. We also tie into the engine's computer to monitor things like miles per gallon, the check engine light status, and other vehicle sensory data. We will alert you when the check engine light turns on so you can address the issue right away and not have to wait for the driver to get around to it after more damage has been caused by the issue. In addition, we will give you the specific diagnostic trouble code for the issue so you have a better idea of what is happening with the vehicle before you schedule your repair. Tabitha Tingley at Fidelity Engineering said that she uses FieldLogix to alert her for the maintenance needs of over 300 vehicles that they operate throughout multiple states. We help her save time, ensure driver safety, and prolong the life of her vehicles. We also help organizations defend themselves against billing disputes. Nearly every service organization has to deal with billing disputes from existing customers. The typical scenario is a customer calling in saying that they were billed for services that they did not receive because they did not see the tech on site. Without a technology like FieldLogix, the organization is often forced to side with the customer and issue credits against the invoice. With our system, you have the ability to create zones around your job sites, either on our maps, through batch file uploads, or through integrations. We will then passively track the times these vehicles entered and exited these zones. We then provide you with reports that display the exact times the vehicles entered and exited the areas, along with the total time in the job sites. We also provide a summary of all times any of your technicians entered or exited any of your job sites. So if you ever do decide to select a field resource management provider like FieldLogix, there are a few things that you should consider. The first thing is user friendliness. You will be investing thousands of dollars into your system, and the last thing you want is something that is underutilized because it is too difficult for your users. We focused on making our system as user-friendly as possible. We designed it with setup wizards and simple-to-use functionality to avoid any confusion by your users. In addition, consider the product training and knowledge basis for the system. Most technology users want to find their answers online, rather than having to call customer support. While we staff our support team adequately to handle inbound calls, we also provide extensive online training tools, tutorial videos throughout the app, and even a knowledge base that you can use as a resource as you research this technology. Another thing is accessibility and resolution of your issues. You should consider whether your provider gives you front and center access to their support team, or whether they bury their support's contact information 5 layers deep behind their website. We have an online chat, in-app request forms, phone and email access to our support team, and we also have policies in place for response times and resolution times. We also survey our customers when their cases are closed and tie our support team's compensation to the scores in these surveys. Because of our processes, we received a 97% customer support satisfaction score from Dun & Bradstreet and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau since 2003 with 0 complaints. Chris Miller of Harshaw Train came to FieldLogix from another provider and said that it has been an excellent experience for them. We've been great to work with and patient with their learning curve, and their users are very happy with the usability of our system. Chris said that we have much more user-friendly and better features and a lower cost, which he says are wins across the board. Also, Crystal at Interwest Construction said that she evaluated several systems and went with us because of our ease of use, reporting features, and cost. Because of our focus on providing the best experience possible for our customers, we've won several awards for growth, innovation, and customer support. We care a lot about keeping our customers happy because they allow us to continue to grow. We also do a lot to differentiate ourselves from the competition. We are constantly innovating and adding new capabilities than our competitors, and we keep our prices 30 to 40% lower than most other providers. We appreciate your time today and are always willing to help. You can email us at learnmore@fieldlogix.com or visit our website at fieldlogix.com. We are now happy to take any of your questions.